All right, why are some people so pressed about the simplest questions? I was just chilling in a server collecting coins since the Christmas event ended and I don't know when they'll put another event in. I heard the murd close to me, so I got prepared to either juke them out or accept my fate. I saw her running towards me, so I decided to juke her because how am I supposed to juke dual batwing? I then continuously juked her out even when she used her sprint. Like, look at these clean jukes. I'ma speed this up because one of the three exploiters had gun and I wasn't gonna just stand still waiting. I kept trying to hear her footsteps so I know where to go if she's coming. It was such a long round, I almost ended up resetting and waiting it out. But I need my coins before Nicholas decides to put up another event without notice. These maps feel weird now that all the Christmas stuff is gone. I didn't even get to get full coins before the round ended. I ended up being the last one alive, thankfully, because of my juking early on. I was so happy that my jukes actually kept me alive, TBH. I was hitting an emote just randomly like I usually do, and she came up and did this. And the funny part was, she didn't just do it once. She did it twice. So then genuinely, I asked if she was mad because I know people stop my emotes when they are mad or something. And as I was emoting, she replies with,
"No."
Then does this a third time. So again, I was just genuinely noticing that it seems like she was mad because she lost her murd round or whatever. I kept finding it funny how nonchalant she was acting when it was skinned to obvious at that point. Like it seems like genuinely she's covering her tracks up because Zesh was called out. I'm so confused as to what she meant by that. Again, pointing out the potential obvious. Girl, by what? She came up and stopped my emoting that was unrelated to her last win. She was murd. And she did it 3 times. Like what? So apparently, I found out later in this round that she died after saying that last message she sent in chat. So I just focused on surviving this round to see if she had anathingels to add on. I'm gonna speed this up because again, this round took a while. As soon as I came back from that round, she had already typed up a whole lycée. I kept on pointing out how her brightening the mood was seeming like she was mad. Someone asked if there was a fight, so I decided to put into slight detail how her brightening the mood came across as. Like the timing that she did her brightening was to telling. She keeps denying it, but it does seem like she was and or is mad. Here I am, explaining to the person who was curious what it genuinely seemed like was happening and did happen. Like, usually people who stop your emotes after they are killed or don't win are usually mad. I just find it funny that after her murd round, she came up to me 3 times saying stop my emoting. And my emoting wasn't even related to that round. I usually imitate lobby randomly. Especially if I'm waiting for a round to end or for the next one to start. I sat here waiting for murd to kill someone and started reporting the exploiters. One of the exploiters was their main plus and alt. I also turned on and off my voice chat so if someone was tell Kenji could hear, but no one here had voice chat. She then took all that time typing up a paragraph. Yet again, I'm only pointing out the obvious and what other people will also assume. Murd got shot here. Murd was the exploiting alt and Sheriff was another exploiter. She had to shoot twice because he was laggy too. Afterwards, she kept trying to say she didn't mean it in a rude way. But again, most of the time, it is in a rude way. She's actively acknowledging that it happens loads of times but still sticking to her reasoning. I keep pointing out that even if she didn't mean it in a rude way, it still is heavily perceived as rude. Like all I did was ask a genuine question and this is what got us here. I was actively trying to avoid dying to Murd while responding to her. Keep in mind that I only asked or said this once. I had to clarify that I asked it once but kept saying that it seemed like she was. She kept making it sound or seem like I asked multiple times, so I kept clarifying. Then she is proving my point, and then acting like I claimed she was targeting me. After saying she wasn't mad, I ended up dying this round while she was upstairs in bedroom away from keyboard typing up responses. Murd found her mid-response. Then she's saying I asked her if she was mad twice. So again, I'm clarifying what actually happened. I asked her, are you mad? And then this all turned out because I was genuinely curious. Even after her proving my point on multiple occasions, she still doesn't seem to get it. And now she's saying, if you never ask, like, huh? At this point, her story is changing slightly every time we revisit my original genuine question. Here I am scrolling up to show that I asked once if she was mad. Then the whole thing spiraled out of control. Not trying to be that person, but acting like it are 12 very different statements. I honestly don't understand how she's both proving my original point and still going on. Like she's changing up more than the damn weather do climate change. She originally said I asked multiple times, but then she's saying I didn't ask like what? Girl, are you sure? Yes, I said both of those, but the first one was a question because of how she was acting. The second one was an observation as to why I thought she was mad. Asked if she was mad, and I only did that after she stopped at me random unrelated emotes twice. Like at this point, she's honestly not grasping what I'm saying. Hilariously enough, this girl had a point, but TBH, I was only intending on asking a genuine question. I understand if she didn't mean it in a harmful way, but it still showed otherwise. Like I'm again repeatedly pointing out how her story isn't lining up at all and keeps changing. And ironically, after I sent that, she left. Like if it wasn't that important, why were you still fighting? Anyways, I left after that because I was tired after continuously repeating myself. But here's a random Murd round. I had to go back and kill the exploiters due to their lag. Anyways, I'll be trying to post more content soon.